Hey, how's it going everybody? It's me, ScottDog. Thank you very much for joining us. As you can see, we're back. We're playing some more... what are we playing? We're playing some more Outer Worlds. We just had a message from Orson, who was at Roseway, who was the one who we let keep the schematics for the weapon, telling us he's got an item if we return there. We're heading back into the Groundbreaker to see if we can sell some more stuff to make the money required. Also, we had to go and talk to someone about the captain at Scylla, is that what it was called? Who was alive until we killed them. So that could be interesting. It was the medicine person, whoever that was. Hello. You, I remember.
Well, Dr. Fenhill. It's not often I see you on this side of sickbay.
Oh yeah, I forgot we got the doctor with us.
I make it a point not to get shot, and when I do, I can usually take care of the mess myself.
It'd be nice to have you in here patching people up, not just blowing them apart.
I respect what you're doing here, but you know I'm not ready to settle down. It's not you, it's me.
Have it your way then.
Nice.
You always do. Now, about your friend here. Keep hanging around and I'll begin to think you're here for me.
I am not.
What can I do for you?
He didn't make it.
Oh my. I suppose the man finally found himself in a spot he couldn't weasel out of. What a shame. I should be lamenting the mechanicals, but, well, I'll miss him. I'll leave it at that. Thank you for bringing me the news.
No problem. We made sure we left no evidence when we shot him dead. Okay, two-handed melee. We're up to 60. So they're unblockable. Let's just revert this. Do we want to put it anywhere else? We've got science. We've got inspiration down here. Determination might not be too bad. Lying might be pretty good for us, based on how well that went. We don't really block. I think I might go intimidation. So that's that done. Is there anything else? Medical science, engineering. We could start getting determination. Could try and get our hack up. But I think we have to accept that not everything is going to be great. You're 60. We could try and get that higher. I don't think we want any of these. Defense we could put up. Fine, we'll do that. We don't have any perks, but you guys do. Hold on, did I do that correctly? Okay. So you can have 20% chance to reset ability cooldown on ability use. 30% companion damage. We'll just keep on the damage front, I think. And you, what are we going to give you? I think the same thing, really. Well, I mean, it makes the most sense, right? Unless it's skill related, I think that makes the most sense. Okay, good. Thank you for your time. I don't think you gave us any money. Let's head back here because we want to sell some stuff.
Have you tried our dehydrated water tablets? Just add air.
What are you saying, Martin? That's an Auntie Cleo's product.
Whoa, what have I done? The company will have my head. Both of them. This is awful. Help me, oh Lord!
Gotcha. What I wouldn't give to see the look on your face. This guy's real easy to fuck with.
Come on now.
What kind of depraved mind would conjure such a nightmare?
I liked it though. He's more fragile than he
It's
looks.
your party, Captain.
Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to put this behind us and forget it ever happened.
I quite enjoyed it, to be fair, Martin. Sorry. Let's see what you got for
Have a
sale.
look.
Okay, we get a 10% discount over here, so I'm assuming we don't get as much. And then if we sold right at the back here. Was there something we were supposed to do at the sublight, right? Have we done what we needed to do here? Let's just go in. I can't remember what we said we'd do. I don't think we have. No, I think this was the one. I think this is the one that was quite a way away. Hello.
If this is something Tobias could handle, see yourself out the door.
It probably is. No, it doesn't look like we've... I can't remember what that mission was, but... we might have to go and do that as well anyway, so... Coming through. Yeah, hello.
Welcome. Looking to give a beating?
We're looking to sell some more stuff to you as it goes. We're almost there money-wise. We can sell this for 3, nice. I want to keep this, in theory. Right, let's sell you. How come you... Oh, you both sell for the same. So we'll sell this one down here. I'll keep that assault rifle just in case someone needs it, but we'll sell the rest of these things, I think. Do we want to sell this? I'm going to keep it for now. We'll sell you. We'll sell you, and you, and you, and you, and you. Okay, we've just about got enough cash. Oh, hold on.
Welcome.
Yep, thank you. All right, good. We'll keep that one, just in case. We'll sell you. Sell you, although you could have come in handy, but I think we want to keep our heavy armor, right? What ones have we got lots of? None particularly over here. We've got our junk. We should sell all that. Did I just remove it out of junk? Did I just do that? Is that now in somewhere else? Oh no. Oh no. Things that I thought were junk may not be junk anymore. Okay, what have we got over here? So what about things like ammo? Look, we've got 2,971 of these. I mean, we have to sell quite a lot to get any kind of money. If we need it, we'll sell these things. But let's use this. Let's go back to Gladdy over here. That should at least move us forward somewhat, right? Hey.
If you're here for this week's magazine club meeting, you're a touch late.
I am not, but thanks for the reminder. Very much appreciate it.
Fantastic. Do be careful with it, dear, as these keys tend to be a tad hard to acquire.
I hear ya.
You should have a chat with Lilia Hagen in the sublight offices. She's a dear. You'll love her.
Yeah, we just went
Now,
there.
was there anything else?
No, thanks.
Anytime,
Okay,
sweetheart.
we're making progress again. We're back on track. We're broke. Absolutely broke.
Set foot on a whole other planet? I know Monarch's a moon. I think it counts anyhow.
As long as there's paying work, you can count me in.
Oh, since we're completely broke, let's hope there is. Look at these two. Right. Hello.
Make this conversation worth my time, Captain. Sure is. Welcome aboard, contractor. One of my guys in Stellar Bay has a lead on some high-grade salvage, but he went dark before he could spill the goods. We arranged a drop at the Saltuna warehouse's loading dock. Find whatever he left there and take it to Fallbrook. My gal Catherine will be expecting you.
What kind of salvage are we
When the
looking
board
for?
pulled out of Monarch, they buried or sealed anything they couldn't carry off-world. Apparently, one of Catherine's teams uncovered an abandoned lab with full tanks of Alta Vitae gas.
Okay. We don't
Now,
care,
get
right?
going.
We don't care what
Catherine will brief you on the details when you check in with her at Fallbrook. One last thing. When you're on the job, keep a pair of eyes in the back of your head. Understood?
What am I looking for?
Don't go looking for anything, except salvage. Just watch out. You'll
Okay.
do fine. Probably nothing to worry about. Probably.
Great. Super. Thank you.
Good enough for me.
Yeah, seemed a bit weird. We're going to walk out backwards. Okay.
We're not gonna have to hurt nobody, are we?
I mean, I'm surprised now that's a concern, considering how many people we've hurt. Okay. Is there anything else we need to do here? I don't think so. Passage to anywhere. We're informed Wells. You have a nav key. Weapons from the void. Acquire the science weapon on Groundbreaker.
CNP Force Pocket can be microwaved in 2.5 seconds. Force Pocket.
This is just taking us back out, right, to the ship. A bit confused. The logs of Hawthorne's terminal mention rumours from the Groundbreaker of a scientist who bragged about a powerful weapon he was researching. Perhaps more details can be found on the station. Other Hawthorne logs mention looking into Gladys' shop for old records. Apparently the smuggler required several leads that way. I mean, she lives in a hotel room, right? Okay. Hold on, we were checking to see if there's anything else. Stellar Bay, so we know that one. Take her back to the ship.
You see we had a conveyor pull in?
Look at us, we're flying through this. And we have got the DLC as well. I don't think you have to be like level 20 or so to start it. I think from memory it did say at the beginning of the game. What level are we? 15. So we're getting close. Oh, Felix needs an upgrade. Sam needs an upgrade as well. Jazz hands. Nice. Okay, that's all of them. What are we doing? We'll talk to P over here. Right, you.
Hey, Captain. I hope I wasn't too much bother at the bar. I did have fun, and I tried some things I never would have otherwise. And I don't feel it today. I guess that water must have worked. I'm glad I had you looking out for me.
Glad to hear it.
I wouldn't mind having a drink again. Someday. In the distant future. Anyway. I messaged Junlei when we got back and she replied super quick. Okay. I was awake half the night thinking about what I sent, anxious to see what you said. I reread my message in the morning and it was unclear. I was drinking when I sent it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had the courage. Also, sorry for the typos.
Not bad so far.
I've ruined things in the past because I didn't say things I should have, like, I've met someone who's become special to me. I want to be honest with her, so if she feels the same about me, there won't be any surprises.
So she does like you, and she said it in the most awkward way possible.
Isn't she sweet? Like one of those two-bit romances where one soul's all stiff and formal and I should be glad to perhaps take hold of your hand, miss. I ought to go write her back. I mean, I already did. Twice. But anyhow, Thanks for taking me out, Captain.
Yeah, I mean, my pleasure. Glad we sorted all this out. Okay. Let's just whiz around and see if there's anyone else to talk to. What have we got going on here? Groundbreaker weapon. Hold on. Hold on. There is something else on our map. Groundbreaker weapon. There must be another waypoint. Let's get Felix. Let's get... Oh, okay. We'll say both of you two. Okay, are we running... Okay, we're running this way, so let's just keep going. Oh, I bet it's in security, right? Interesting. It's in here. No? Oh, hello. We came in here before, right?
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the
How do we get to that? What's up there, look?
to defend your corporate township from the dangers of alien wildlife and the unemployed.
Oh.
Talk to your local manager about applying for military training.
Well, this is
and
interesting.
your life to protecting our wonderful brands and products. Military service.
Somebody was trying to fix this up, but looks like they ain't been here in a long while. Poor old sweetie.
What was that?
Ta-da! Nice. I mean, he's already on the floor, but nice.
How about that?
Beautiful.
Here I go! Sorry!
What are you sorry for? That was perfect. We'll take your trip blade. A workbench over here. Okay, I saw that there's some things down the bottom here. Oh, stuck. Some things down the bottom here. We should come and grab these. Armor parts and heavy ammo. Anything over here? Doesn't look like it. Okay, good. Ooh. The vermin. Oh, come on. Where? Where do I find one of these? Are we sure one of these guys didn't have it on them? There we go. There we go. That's good news.
Gosh, ain't that handsome.
Oh, Parvati likes it. Anything else in here? A terminal. Rummaging through the back bays, I discovered this very old hammersmith crate. Seemed to have been sealed for a very long time. A bit of overall grease and determination pried it open. But I couldn't make heads or tails of the discovery, a prototype hammer. I didn't know Hammersmith actually made hammers, but I've brought it to my lab for a closer look. It strangely glows, a trail of wake lingers. I've spent more time on the hammer. Its internal workings are state-of-the-art. Thermal, electrical and chemical systems all working in harmony. How is this even possible? The weapon's a breakthrough in circuitry and engineering. Many of the systems appear rigged against tampering. I've had the most sublime prismatic dreams. I invited the hammer into my bed chambers. Never mind that for now. Good news first. Signature matches Blandor's exclusive N-rays, raising the hammer's element to properties to 4: shock, plasma, corrosion and radiation. Now for the bad. In my attempts to neuter the self-destruct functionality, I inadvertently caused a small fire. The hammer's manual controls may never function again. I've taken the liberty of locking myself in the workshop with my tinkerings for my no prototype. hammer is a lesson, a symbol. It whispers to me. Okay. We should probably get this in, right? I mean, it's not as much damage as the others, but... Oh, wow, it's got cans of beer in. Okay, I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. I mean, not as good as our other weapon, but... Well, this is awkward. Guys, I'm stuck. Guys, I'm officially stuck. Is there another way out here? Aha. That's good news. Okay, we got the weapon. Let's get out of here now then. Can we do anything with it? No, it doesn't look like it. We can do something with this though, and I'm quite intrigued to add this to our list of potential weapons. Make it plasma. Nice. Let's add this to our list of... Let's add this to our list of weapons. We should also... Do you guys need a better gun? You've got this, which I think is fine. You've got that, which I think is fine also. Okay. Let's get going. We've got 2 power weapons. Let's get back on the old ship. And I guess do we go to Phineas? Do we go to the new planet? I'm not sure. You know what I was going to do? I was just going to run upstairs and talk to the rest of the crew. Let's have a look at our log as well. Is there anything new? The captain sold Harris something called the Rearranger, then left before we discovered the damn thing doesn't work. Only thing it rearranged is the number of bits on Harris's cart. Looks like some strange tech or a weapon. Maybe scientists can make something of it. Doc Caulfield couldn't save Lem. Now I got to arrest Harris for his murder. Confiscated the weapon he used and stored it in Bertie's office for now. Figure the least the site supervisor can do is in the forms. Blunt force trauma, weapon unknown, took a good whack to the noggin. Facial area to be superficial about it. Specifical about it, sorry. It's all twisted up too. Nose is 5 times too big. Jaw is shrunk to almost nothing. Teeth are all out of kilter. Okay. Interesting.
I like what you've done with the place. Kitschy collectibles are such a human inclination.
Look at this. What the heck? You smuggling things. Got some chocolate over here. Danger. Okay. Hello.
Something on your mind?
Not really. Just thought I'd come and see if everything was okay. Looks like it is.
Good to see you, boss.
Thanks, man. You got anything to say?
Sanitation ticket. Error. Refill printer paper.
Okay, good. Let's get going again. Ouchie.
Impeccable timing, Captain. I was about to watch the latest episode in Halcyon Helen's thrilling serial adventure. Welcome back, Captain.
Okay.
Now that you have acquired a nav key to Stellar Bay, would you like me to contact Dr. Wells?
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
Well done. You'll love Monarch. Exotic climate, violent native species, fascinating culture, really. You'll need to speak with Hiram Blythe. He's known as the information broker, and for good reason. If anyone knows where I can find those chemicals, it's Hiram. I need those chemicals to revive the Hope's colonists. They can help us fight back against the Board. They can help us set things right. If we don't put a stop to the Board, they're going to drive this colony toward a complete societal collapse. You'll see what I mean when you arrive on Monarch.
You sound like you've been.
No, never. Monarch is a hotbed of political activity. I can't imagine why Hiram set up shop there. Cuisine, perhaps?
Where should I start?
You'll want to hire the services of a skilled guide. I recommend a hunter by the name of Nyoka. Frequents the drinking establishments of Stellar Bay. Very hard to miss. Once you have everything you need, make your way to Hiram Blythe's compound.
Okay, I've got some questions for you.
Come see me in my lab. I'll answer any questions you have.
Okay, well, we'll do that because we want to see if
Best
we
of
can
luck.
get his weapons.
Everyone on the Hope is counting on you.
I've completely forgot that we were doing this for the people on the Hope. I wonder if we had any relatives on there. So we want to go here next, but let's go over to the lab first because, you know, weapons.
Now arriving at Phineas's top secret orbital lab.
Mm-hmm. Who are we going to take with us? Let's take you and you, right? I wonder if we'd have been interested in the robot if we'd have then been able to steal the weapon.
Hello? Can you hear me? Does this work?
We can hear you.
Oh, damn it. Blast, that's loud.
Why are we over here when our ship is over there? We should put this one on just in case it's kind of loitering around somewhere in a box. Like this.
Great work.
Great, it's all stuff that is pretty crap. Okay, good.
I'm just securing my ongoing experiments. And securing myself.
Okay. Where are you? What?
Mind the mess. I haven't had a visitor since... in fact, I've never had a visitor.
Alright.
Oh, thank the law. Your skin hasn't spontaneously changed color. Potential side effect of the revival process. Very rare, but you never know. Right. Welcome to my little habitation, such as it is. I've got caffeinoids, cysty bits, if you're into that sort of thing. So, welcome. Make yourself at home. My secret hideout is your secret hideout.
From what it's worth, I appreciate you pulling me out.
Not at all, my intrepid accomplice. I should thank you for tolerating my somewhat brusque manner. I only regret that I couldn't save more of your fellow settlers, what with being hunted by the Board, and emptying my supply of necessary chemicals.
I wanted to talk to you about something else.
Of course. What's on your mind?
Is there a reason you're hiding behind bulletproof glass?
I do experiments in that room. Some of them get quite scientific. The unexpected is to be treasured, but from a safe distance. Regardless, it's quite comfortable in here, you know. I have my beans, have my caffeinoids, plenty of toilet paper.
Got a moment to talk?
Absolutely. Let's talk.
Have you met my crew yet?
No, and I've been trying very hard to avoid making eye contact.
Nice to meet you, Dr. Wells. I'm Parvati Holcomb.
Wait, not another word. I don't want to know your name. I don't want to know who you are. Let's just enjoy our plausible deniability while it lasts, shall we?
Okay.
Why don't you just invite the entire colony to my secret, carefully concealed laboratory? It isn't as if I wanted privacy.
Relax, they're with me.
Oh, fine. As long as you're vouching for their character and they aren't touching things. For what it's worth, I am pleased that you found a crew, such as they are. You're a natural leader, after all. Law knows Halcyon's in need of real leaders.
Was there something else? Oh, there was something else I wanted to talk to you about. I want to talk about something else. I'll be back. Where's this weapon? I mean, aha!
Aha! I see you found my portable molecular compression device, better known as a shrink ray. Find a target, point, shoot. Your target will shrink down into a manageable size, whereupon you may commence beating them to a pulp. Feel free to try it on a marauder sometime.
Yeah, you know, I know you said marauder. I think it's broken, mate. Okay, we'll keep it for now. Flash frozen organic material reverts back to its original sex structure when treated with tincture dimethyl sulfide. Rate of explosive cell death, very respectable 6%. Bad news, difficult to acquire, limited quantities of the compound. Cleo. Fresh out of experiment. Oh, hold on, I think did we miss one? No. Buy more mouthwash. Okay. I spared one of my stock of experimental cysty pigs to be used as a renewable source of nourishment. Name the lucky pig Bubbles. Giving an animal a name establishes rapport. And practically improves flavor of tumors. Sorting a pig for meat instead of harvesting tumors that ripen naturally. Oh, God. Okay, let's just have a look around the rest of this place. I wish these were voice acted. These would be quite nice to listen to as you're wandering around. There's no sign of sudden traumatic mass cell wall collapse. Encouraging. Mop up that pig. Need to view the cranium to see what's going on. Hand slip likely effects. Evidence of hyperactive production of dopamine. You're doing fine, ScottDog. Great. Curious about the neurochemical production. Side effect of prolonged hibernation. And sharp uptick in perceptive cognitive processing. Slow motion. Would everyone from Hope have this sort of brain damage, or is it peculiar to ScottDog? To expand the span of the breath to an eternity.
Your old hibernation mask had to remove it, you know, in case you were prone to vomiting.
We'll take this poster, thank you. Okay, good. Good. There's just a big pig. Thank you. We'll have this poster as well. Let's come over this way and just have a little look around. Have a look.
Pigs make excellent test subjects. Also, surprisingly nutritious.
Well, we'll help ourselves to these hooves. Mop up melted pig. Oh, God. What the heck?
Careful, that's my communications terminal.
Yeah, we gathered. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
I hope you're not thinking of ingratiating yourself with the board. Chairman Rockwell and his cronies are not your friends.
I hear ya.
They might tempt you with promises of wealth, but don't be fooled. They're just using you for their own ends.
Mm-hmm.
What's on your mind?
I don't really know. Nothing.
Absolutely. Let's talk.
Do we ever leave the lab?
Oh, goodness, no. I wouldn't survive 10 seconds in the blackness of the aether. Well, no, I imagine I'd last at least 12 seconds before I'd lose consciousness and die of hypoxia.
Mm-hmm. Do you have some kind of a life outside your work? Come on, Phineas. There has to be something you do for fun.
I enjoyed the occasional aether wave drama in my youth. Not anymore. All board propaganda. I'd rather not be brainwashed. To answer your question, I'd rather stay right here in my lab. There's too much work to be done. The Hope's colonists won't revive themselves, you know.
Wonder why, why are you so obsessed?
Because we've lost our way. The board has a stranglehold over this colony, and we've all been conditioned into total obedience.
Well, that bit's true, I think.
It's full of specialists, scientists, engineers, talented individuals like you. People who haven't been corrupted by the board. Unfortunately, the Hope's colonists have been frozen for decades, well past your shelf life, so to speak. No offense.
Special chemicals.
Exactly.
Yeah, we know that.
The chemical I need is dimethyl sulfoxide, a rare, potent, essential to reviving long-frozen bodies. 10 years. That's how long the average human can remain in hibernation. You were frozen for decades. In theory, you never should have survived the revival process. But the conventional theories are wrong. You're living proof that it can be done. There's yet hope for the hope. Get it?
Absolutely get it, yeah, I understand. Glad to hear that everyone's depending on us.
We'll do our very best to save them all.
I wonder what our crew think of our mission.
Get back to work. I can feel my last dose of caffeinoid fading.
Where are we headed?
Okay, I think we're out of here, right? Let's get back on the ship, and then we'll head off to. Maybe we'll just head back to the Rose place, Rose Bay, Rosewood, Rose something or other. Maybe we'll head back there, and then we'll acquire a poster. Yeah, I know. Maybe got two, in fact. Okay, let's go over here and fast travel to. Hold on, where's here? And then here, Roseway. I was close.
We're now in orbit above Roseway, Captain.
Here we are. take the same guys. We don't mind. You know what? We'll take these two. Okay, we can get down here. We're just going to run to... Oh, whoops, we didn't hand this in when we were there. There isn't one. Okay. Well, we'll just run back to the town. I really want to test this out. Can we test this out? Coming through. Okay, yeah, we just want to get in there and come around here and speak to you, right? Hello.
Ah, I remember you. You must have received my wireless. Thank the law. I went to great risk to send that.
Okay.
Aha. I knew that it'd entice you to return to our dangerously unprofitable township. I asked you here because I have a working prototype of the Altinature, Auntie Cleo's very first weapon. I'd like you to have it before it gets confiscated.
Thanks, man.
The schematics you fetched for me lent themselves well to the creation of the beauty you now possess. Unfortunately, Auntie Cleo R&D felt otherwise. The market's already saturated, they said. Weapons are everywhere. They aren't interested in mass-producing the Altinature, which makes this an illegal prototype weapon.
Well, I very much appreciate
Given
it.
your unlawful proclivities, I thought it'd be safest with you. So here we are. I'd rather see it in the hands of a free agent than destroyed.
Makes perfect sense. I'll put it to good use. Cheers, buddy. Okay, we're done here. Don't think there's anything else to do here. There's a way to fast travel, right? But let's just sprint. Coming through. Yeah, so we'll head. I guess we'll head to Monarch, right? We could go and hand in that mission that we didn't hand in at the Groundbreaker, but I think this is fine. I think we just crack on with the main story. Okay, off we go. Look at this.
We're now in orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain.
Holy moly. Okay, so we know that Parvati wanted to come on world. I guess we'll take the two of you. I don't suppose it matters. Really, I guess there's different interactions while we're out and about, but I've always got my gun out. Something fishy. Look at this place. Oh, I like this. This is nice. Well, it's not nice, but you know what I mean. Hello? How do we get... Oh, okay. There's a lever over here. I was like, how do we get down? Uh-oh. Grim's here.
Hey, on there. I gotta sign you in. Don't think I've seen you around. That means you must be new to Stellar Bay. You are new here, right?
Mm-hmm.
You must have seen those UDL gunships on your way in. There's only 3 of them these days. Still, they tend to scare folk off.
What are they doing here?
You may not have heard, you being new, but Stellar Bay hardly ever gets off-road traffic. Us being cut off by the board and all. Which means I never get to do this part, but I've been practicing, so here goes.
You got this, Grim.
On behalf of Monarch Stellar Industries, welcome to Stellar Bay, home of the freshest sal tuna in Halcyon. Please state your name for the records. Swell. There's one for the logs. I'm even gonna give you your own entry code.
Thanks, man.
I'm not supposed to do that. It's against procedure, but Mr. Sanjar isn't so strict about the rules here. Besides, I got a lot of empty entries to fill.
Is it really that
We don't
isolated?
get ship traffic in town. Only off-worlders who do make it out here are sublight. They got a base in Fallbrook. And thank the stars for them, or we would have run out of Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch years ago.
You're not what I expected to find.
Oh, that'll just make Mr. Sanjar's day if you tell him. The board makes up lots of nasty stories about raptidons and cannibals and whatnot.
Yeah, they did make those up.
But
Did
that's
they?
all outside our walls.
Okay, good. Good. I'm gonna have a look
Mr.
around.
Sandra will be mighty pleased to meet you. If you see him over at headquarters, maybe you could tell him I did a bang-up job of welcoming you?
Absolutely.
Oh, and if you're headed that way, maybe you could do me a favor?
Mm-hmm. What is it?
I got this Rizzo's Rangers Tossball poster coming in on the next sublight shipment, signed by the Black Hole himself.
Not the black hole.
Only I haven't heard anything in a while. You think you could check with Celia to see if it's come in?
Yeah, I'm on it.
Thanks a bunch. Celia works for Mr. Sanjar in the MSI building next to the bar. She's always there, so you can't miss her.
Okay, we're on it, buddy. Good talk. Right, you two, come on.
You're probably looking for Velma. Watch out, she's in a mood.
Fresh blood at last. Stellar Bay could use some.
I used to have one of those, mate. Till I upgraded.
Well. Isn't often we see new folk in Stellar Bay. First drink's on me, stranger.
Wow.
Enjoy. If you plan on sitting through Nyoka's stories, you might could use a few.
I could use a few and telling them myself.
Now what can I do for you?
Tell me where you got that amazing moustache. How well do you know Nyoka?
Anyone who spends any amount of time in this bar is bound to get to know Nyoka. On account of her being here so often herself.
So she's an alcoholic, okay.
And I don't mean that unkindly.
Okay, she's not an alcoholic.
Anyone who's rid us of as many beasts as you have is entitled to a few drinks. Something else I can do for you?
Yeah, you're not seeing new faces
Not
around here.
since Amber Heights. These days we have more leaving than coming. Off to join the Iconoclasts or some such.
Why is it called the Yacht Club?
Thought it had a fancy ring to it. Name's the first advertising anyone sees, after all.
Indeed. Are there any yachts?
Nope. But a man can dream.
Absolutely. What is a man if he doesn't have a dream? Right, come on then, you.
And the little bastard's slippery, right? On account of its blood, so it's sliding. All over the place, trying to crawl away. Getting so I can't tell the blood from the mud.
Excuse me?
Don't interrupt, it's rude.
Sorry.
But I gotta get in there, get right in that baby rap's stomach and dig it out. If so much as a drop of stomach acid got on that medallion, I don't know what I'd do. Might be I'd hunt every damn rapt out there. Right. What are you staring? Wait. You ain't from around here. Who are you?
Pleasure to meet you.
Ooh, charmer. Don't get a lot of that around here. Folks mostly grump at me about how I should join the MSI payroll. Nice change of pace. Buy me a drink, will you?
Sure.
Outstanding. doing in Stellar Bay, stranger? Well. Let's get down to brass nuts then, shall we? Wait, that ain't it. Brass rats? Let's talk business. I'm headed back out there after I sober up. You want a guide sooner than that? You'll have to get me something to clear my head.
What do you need?
Outstanding! Our dispensary here maintains a stock of, well, I don't rightly know what they are. Steroid or caffeine somethings? Pills. They're very good. I'm cut off for the month, on account of needing one just about every damn day. But I'm sure you've got your wily ways. Fetch me one and we'll be all set.
I'm on it.
Well, they work. We got a deal or what?
I did the medical thing. Alright, I'll be back. Oh god, hello.
Watch your step if you venture outside the walls.
Thanks, buddy. Ooh. You don't have names, we don't want to talk to you. Ooh. Nothing good in here. Big old barrels of beer, though. Okay, we're on it. See you later. What's next?
Could I get another advance, Mr. Nandi?
Just make sure it's properly logged.
I'll note it next to the others, sir.
Hello.
Well, new business turns up at last. Celia, didn't I tell you our new statistics-based advertising model would be a hit?
That you did, sir.
How can yield improvements of 26.7% not quicken the pulse? How can 32% cost savings not moisten the loins?
You've often posed these very questions.
Clear my schedule. This newcomer has a meeting with me.
Oh, great. It's very generous
Celia,
of you.
will you make a note of that for my self-review? Very generous.
Self-review.
Noted.
But not so generous I can't drive a good bargain. Now, who sent you? Rizzo's, perhaps? Or Auntie Cleo herself? What a charming notion. One doesn't meet many free spirits in Halcyon. Not outside Tartarus prison, anyway. Forgive me, I'd be positively enraptured. Only, I take it this means you aren't here for Saltuna.
Could always be both.
Now, there's no need to humor me.
Oh.
I'm used to this particular letdown.
Sorry, dude.
Seems like you're having a rough time, Mr. Sanjar. Are you doing quite all right?
Oh, don't worry on my account. This is merely the latest in a long line of professional erotic and athletic disappointments.
Hey, we've all been there. Sometimes all three at once.
Enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom, but it seems we're back to the drawing board.
Oh. What are you hoping to
Thanks
accomplish?
to the so-called hazard clause, Monarch has been cut off from the board's resources and protection for 10 years now. Now, we've kept ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations, but given the off-the-books nature of those transactions, such arrangements are precarious.
Why not embrace it?
Exactly what I would have said if I'd been paying attention.
Yeah, thanks.
You talk like Graham.
Freedom always sounds nice, doesn't it?
Graham.
It makes a rather pretty slogan.
Who the heck's Graham?
But if you sit down and tally up the costs, how you provide for yourself in the absence of aid, how you protect yourself from a hostile galaxy, it starts to lose its shine.
You make a good point.
Indeed. Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
Yeah?
On our terms, mind you.
But will that help the people here, Mr. Sanjar? Keep them fed and safe?
That's precisely what I'm trying to do.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
Uh-oh. This lady know what's going on.
It's true. Our Celia is an alarmingly competent middle manager. At any other company, she'd be wasted in data entry. The plan she refers to is a two-pronged approach.
Nice.
The first part involves seeing Stellar Bay properly defended.
How do you mean to do that?
With a Bolt 52 cartridge, of course. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52, we'll be able to become one of the most productive and secure cities in Halcyon.
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
What is it?
Why, one of the strongest defenses in Halcyon. An extremely powerful ordnance.
Never realized fighting the bureaucracy could be this interesting.
Yeah, now you're interested, didn't you?
The rush.
Now you're interested. Where do I find one?
In the old arms building southwest of town, which used to be part of Stellar Bay before we had to move our walls in. These days it's overrun with marauders and raptidons.
I guess I'll go get it.
I've lost more than a few people to marauders and raptidons out there. Oh, and while you're at it, there should be a terminal in the arms building with some dangerous information. Perhaps you could delete it so it doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
Before I go, I need to ask you something. Have you got anything looking for an information broker?
Why, he's probably still out at Devil's Peak. Not that he's had the courtesy to notify me, at any rate.
How do I get there?
You'd head south along the road and look for a mountain to the west. Not that I'd advise it. It's a terribly dangerous trek. But if you insist on going, I'd recommend taking a local guide. Nyoka would be a prime candidate.
We hear.
If you can keep her sober.
Of course we can. We're on it.
I see. And was his delivery of the MSI authorized greeting up to snuff?
Yeah, he was great.
Well, that's excellent. I'll see that your feedback makes it into his review. What else can I do for you? Then it's good that I keep such meticulous notes.
Okay. How do they get kicked off the board in the first
I've asked
place?
myself the same thing many times, especially seeing as the legal mechanisms we employed were part of the board's own bylaws.
You initiate drone
Not
removal.
intentionally, though that's technically true. For many years, this planet was home to as many corporations as Terra 2, but back then it was known as Terra 1.
What happened to the other corporations?
As you may have noticed, this planet has more than its share of hazards. And as the other corporations began to tally their losses, they decided to pull out.
But not MSI, right?
Our leadership at the time certainly wanted to. But there were others of us who saw an opportunity. The chance to improve working hours and conditions, to reform MSI from the ground up.
How forward-thinking of you.
Humane. But it's also good business sense. Exhausted, sick, and malnourished workers are not productive workers. Even a cursory review of the data bears that out.
Yeah,
I hope you'd treat them nice, whether it was good business or not, Mr. Sanjar. That's what being a community means. Treating people right, because it's the right thing to do.
Like that's what you saw in Edgewater? Come on. People look out for themselves.
A noble thought, Miss Holcomb. Unfortunately, noble thoughts rarely sway board policy. Anyway, we learned of a loophole in the corporate bylaws that would allow MSI to claim ownership of the entire planet once the other corporations pulled out, creating the perfect environment for us to enact these new reforms.
I thought your leadership didn't embrace the
No,
ideas.
They laughed in our faces and insisted we'd be relocating to Terra 2, along with everyone else.
Yet here you are.
Yes, some of us stayed behind, and as the most senior executive remaining, I ended up in charge of what was left of MSI.
Must have pissed off some real big suits to get stuck with that.
On the contrary, I wrote lots of very important reports on behalf of top MSI officials before I was able to achieve this position. I moved forward with our planned reforms, as well as our strategy to assume ownership of the planet. Yet not long after I renamed it Monarch, the other corporations dislodged us from the board and began an official campaign to paint us as lawless savages.
That's low even for them.
I realized how far they'd stoop. Everything we did was legal and above board. We followed their rules, and yet they still found reasons to declare us outlaws. I do think there's something useful in a governing body like the board. Something that keeps us from anarchy, but I dearly wish it functioned differently.
Wow. You don't seem to think much of Graham. I still don't know who Graham
He
is.
and his followers call themselves the Iconoclasts. Lawless anarchists, all of them. If anyone on Monarch deserves the reputation the board's pinned on us, it's them.
They sound pretty bad.
It isn't just that they drain our people and resources. Every radical act they commit cements Halcyon's image of us all as destructive rebels and pushes us further from the rest of the colony. He's lucky the board doesn't take him seriously enough to keep more than a few UDL gunships patrolling Monarch.
An Earth Directorate assault cruiser would change his tune. It's almost a shame we haven't seen one around Monarch in a long while.
Why exactly do you want back on the
Wouldn't
board?
anyone? They own nearly all the resources and infrastructure in Halcyon.
If you can't beat him, might as well join him and reach into their pockets.
She's right.
To be on the board is to be part of the colonial community, and being cut off means slow strangulation.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed, we've got to consider realities, not ideals. If membership on the board can ease our hardships and provide us with opportunities, then that's the path I mean to pursue. Besides, I'm hopeful that additional leverage on our part will allow us a more equitable relationship.
Leverage.
Don't get ahead of yourself, sir.
Ooh.
Yes, it'll be easier to explain once we have the Board 52. My hope is to maintain the reforms we've managed here, and who knows? Perhaps once we're restored, we could spread them to other corporations. It's a legal provision that gives the board the authority to cordon off any planet or location that it deems dangerous.
But wait, what happens to the folks stuck on the wrong side of dangerous?
I'm afraid the welfare of a few hundred people is too minor a figure into the board's risk assessments.
And they invoked it on Monarch?
Yes, making all of MSI criminals in the board's eyes. Rather hard to run a business that way.
I want to talk to you about something else. I think we're done here, Sanjar. Thank you. Appreciate that. You I need to talk to.
Greetings, and welcome to Monarch Stellar Industries, producers and purveyors of the finest salt tuna in Halcyon.
Yep, we hear you.
What can I do for you today?
Something to do with a poster.
You know, sending you is the first bright idea I've seen from that man, because I told him to stop bothering me about it a week ago. I still don't know anything about it, but if you want to help him, Velma's the one to ask. She's in the warehouse.
Thank you.
But I'll warn you, Grim wore her patience thin a long time ago.
You're having money
Or
trouble.
is he not paying you on account of how he tried to fix a thing his own self and busted it even worse, and then said you wasn't fixing it fast enough, so he's docking your wages again?
What
Not that
the
I got any
heck?
serious besides-
Not at all. Mr. Nandi treats us all right and pays us well. I just spent most of my paycheck on Raptidon acid.
What?
Laws, no. Sometimes it's canid teeth, or a mantis worm wings. Whatever Sebastian has in stock, really.
What the heck's going on?
So I can talk to him, of course. He doesn't get going about much else.
I reckon she's got a little bit of a squish on this fella.
A squish, huh?
He's sort of the strong, silent type.
Oh no, he's going to be like a robot or something, right?
Unfortunately, my apartment's kind of filling up with his stuff. And some of the neighbors are complaining about the smell.
Okay. Maybe I can talk to him for you.
Would you? I'd appreciate
Yep.
that so much.
Yep, we've got it.
Maybe don't tell him I wanted you to ask. Just that you met this really nice lady named Celia, and she seemed... Oh, Mr. Nandi's doing that thing where he breathes through his nose real slowly. I'd better get back to work.
Yep, we're on this. Don't you worry. What do you see in
He
Sebastian?
doesn't talk much, but he's got this quiet intensity, you know? Like there's stuff going on inside his head that you have no idea about. Plus, he's got great legs. It's hard to find a man who doesn't skimp on lower body exercises.
Yeah, I hear you.
Good to have standards, I guess.
I know what I'm looking for.
That's all I need to know.
Sometimes I get carried
No,
away.
we're fine. We'll have a crack at Sebastian for you, obviously. You're an executive, and you're an executive. Since relaxing MSI's old restrictions and making allowances for employees' benefits such as time off, illness, and personal leave, 24.9% shift length, and 52% more positive feedback. Fishery output is up 15.2% this year, showing continuing but slowing growth trend. Okay. Our profit margins are stellar. Nice. Okay. I mean, that seems like, a genuine thing, right? You give people a little bit more freedom and a little bit more personal time, and they become more profitable in their working environment for the most part. I don't know if that's true right across the board, but
Wouldn't mind smelling like salt tuna if we could sell more of it.
we're looking for Velma. That's not Velma. You two aren't Velma. You're not Velma. You're Velma. This is the last thing we'll do.
Look, you can tell Catherine the new shipment will be ready when it's ready, all right? She's welcome to come up here and pack boxes herself if she's in such a hurry.
No idea what you're talking about.
Well, if you're that friendly about it, then you definitely aren't one of Catherine's sublight toughs. My mistake.
No
I
problem.
hope you can forgive my temper. This job has been running me ragged lately. First, my autoloader foreman stages a walkout, and now my chief pescatological health manager is missing.
Your chief what?
Braxton. He's in charge of getting the fish fat, but also making sure they don't get too many tumors. He's a real wizard with pharmaceuticals, but he has creative notions of working hours. Comes with living in a free colony, I guess.
Come back eventually.
We're not keen on rules for rules' sake around here. Means Braxton skips work sometimes, but it also means no company boss is telling me when I can take a shit.
Yeah, I mean,
Since you don't seem to be constrained yourself, maybe you could check up on him. He lives in the apartments.
we'll have a look.
Tell him Velma said to get his lazy ass down here, or she might start noticing those extra jugs he's been taking from supply. Something else on your mind?
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's the thing, right?
This again? I swear, this is the last time I contract for any special requests. You can tell Grim his poster came in. You can also tell him I got a better offer for it. So now it's going to Nell.
You can't do
about
that.
cover it?
You can't do that.
No. I paid Sublight for it. So it's mine. And when Nell pays me for it, it'll be hers. Grim may have asked for the poster, but it's not his until I take his money.
That seems...
Sure can. If you want to pay me more than Nell's offering. Sure. And once you finish helping me, then we can talk about the poster.
Deal. Deal. That sounds like a deal.
Fine by me.
Thanks, Velma. What's that about your
Caleb
foreman?
Herrick runs the autoloader operators. He thinks I don't pay them enough for flipping switches and turning dials.
So the job's easy, but you're not doing it? Something smells here. I mean, everything smells in here, but something's fishy. Wait.
He and his whole crew walked out. Say they won't come back unless I pay them more. You mind slapping him around a little while you're at it? I'm joking. Mostly. Unless you can do it without hurting his job performance.
We probably won't slap him
You can
around.
find a way to get him back to work. I'll make it worth your while. Check the yacht club.
Thanks, Velma.
He's usually there.
Okay, we're on it.
Unless Unless you're here to tell me he's
Oh,
agreed
okay,
to do
sorry.
hard workers. They turn dials and flip switches. The machines do all the actual work.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's true,
I'll
is it?
wager she don't pay those folks that maintain the mechanicals decent neither.
Caleb and his crew have it better than anyone else around here, I'll tell you that much. I don't have the bits for it, plain and simple. Besides, if I make an exception for him, I gotta do the same for everyone. If Caleb wants to keep this job, he'd better get back to it. I'm about ready to hire sublight contractors at this rate.
Yeah, Sanjar's going to notice
Maybe
the...
so, but I bet you Caleb runs out of bits first. Then he'll have to come back.
Oh, well, this is
He
a...
says he's got a stash to tide his crew over. Could be he's all talk, but if the money's real, I bet you he keeps it at home. Near the diner.
You'd steal from your own people? That's low.
She's right, it is low.
That's business.
It's also pretty clever.
Someone's got to keep the lights on. For running me ragged while he takes an extended leave at the bar? Not on your life.
Wow.
Fine by me.
Well, that is a thing, right? Who's Catherine?
Sublight boss out of Fallbrook. Handles most goods that come in or out of Stellar Bay. Has a mouth like a ground six spacer.
Okay. I think we're done here. Is there anything else? What you got in here? Fish. Nice. Okay. Ooh. Right, let's get out of here. I think we're done.
Velma seem out of sorts to you? She's always cranky. No, I mean more than usual. Wouldn't know. I made it a point to stay out of her way.
Okay, right. Let's wrap up here. I think we've been going for a little bit longer than normal. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe button, follow us on Twitter at ScottDogGaming. We'll see you again soon. Thank you.